she is, folks. Oh, there we go. That's a nice angle. Welcome home. Oh. What's in the box? Let's find out.
Okay guys, I know you already know what's in the box because you clicked on the thumbnail to get here. So it's no surprise, this is the Arrma Outcast EXP roller. This thing is loaded. I picked it up used on Facebook. I want to give a quick shout out to Christopher John for selling this to me. I couldn't resist the deal. Now normally you buy one of these brand new, nothing comes with it, okay? It's just a bare bones roller. 700 bucks just for that alone. This here I got for $775 used, but barely even touched. And it has all the electronics already included. And we're talking about $400 system here. This thing has a Castle Motors 1100 kV motor with a XL2 Mamba ESC. That thing alone makes it a huge value. And then already assembled. This thing would be a lot of labor to put all that together, get all the electronics just right. I didn't want to spend the time to do it. I didn't know if I would mess it up because I've never done that before. And when I saw someone had already done the work and put the most expensive system in, how could I resist the deal on a truck that I thought would be my favorite already and barely even touched? I'm super psyched, guys. Let's get to the unboxing. Let's go. All right, so all right, as promised, he included the splitter cable that I'm going to need so I can put 2 batteries on this. Thank you for that. Wow. Oh, it's so big and heavy.
There she is, folks. Oh my God. This thing's massive. Looks like an Arrma Notorious, but a lot bigger, a lot more power. Can't wait to get myself into this one. Oh, so cool. Guys, it doesn't even look like it's even been touched. This thing looks practically new. Wow, look at that. I don't even think it's been ran. Oh man, I scored good on this.
All right, let's take a look inside.
Wow, this is a beauty, folks. Right there, Castle Systems 1100 kV motor. Thing is the size of a Coke can. It's absolutely enormous. Check it out next to the Coke can, guys. Look at how big this thing is. The motor is almost as big as a Coke can. It really is unreal. And this here is the Mamba XL2 ESC, one of the most powerful systems you can buy. Retails for just under $400, and it's already built into the truck. I don't have to worry about mounting it and dealing with how it's gonna go because it's already been done for me. Saved me a lot of time and labor. Thank you for that. Now, right now it has one end connected, but I have the splitter. All I gotta do is plug this into that, and then I can plug in 2 batteries. Nice and easy. And now let's get to what's in the box. Oh, he's got the remote control. For some reason, I didn't think it came with it. Well, that's exciting. Nice. We can fire this up right now. I thought I was going to hobby quarters. All right, so I'm going to have to confess here, folks. I am a little bit of a novice when it comes to this new massive system here. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work. I don't know if there's a receiver yet. It looks like that's the start button there. So we're going to just try it out and see if it works. If it doesn't, that means I still need a receiver for the remote that I got. But I'm not sure. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. We'll find out. No manual and no other pinion gear. So that's something we'll have to look into as well. Also, just a few things I want to point out. This has the double wishbone suspension, so it's going to be nice and cushy when we're doing our jumps and everything. A really nice suspension system. I love these rods here to connect it all together. It looks really durable. I'm very excited to see how that holds up. Thing's got massive tires. I mean, just look at these. These are the wheelie flipping tires that come stock. Just absolutely awesome. Very similar to the Notorious, just a lot bigger. It's about as big as my X-Max. There it is in the corner there. We'll do a more of a better side-by-side comparison later, but right now, while I got it in view, just to kind of give you a quick idea of how big these things are. You know, you guys know how big the X-Max is. Here's the Outcast 8S. It's huge. Stay tuned. I'm going to do a whole series of videos. This is just the beginning. I'm going to try and see if I can get this remote fired up, and we'll see if we can give it a quick little test here, and hopefully we'll be in business. If not, I'll bring this over to hobby quarters and then we'll take it from there. There we go, my splitter. This is nice. He already soldered that end for me. I just plugged that in. Boom. And now I can put 2 batteries on. So I don't believe this remote is what comes with it. I think my buddy Christopher here, who sold this to me, might have included this in the box for me. This is a TiK. I've never seen one of these before. And it's got some nice options here. There's a steering, drive, reverse, throttle trim, and then the steering trim. We got some switches here: steering, neutral and reverse, throttle, neutral and reverse, and a power switch here. Did he put batteries in it? Let's see. I'm not even sure. Oh my goodness, he already put the batteries. What a good guy. Look at that. I don't even need batteries. Good man. Hook me up. I got the Spectrum 4S batteries with this, and we'll charge those up, and then we can fire this up and see how it works. Let's fire this up. Let's start with the remote. And again, I don't even know if there's a receiver in here. So there's a lot of things here, a lot of gray area. But we'll find out. We did include this, so I have to assume everything's there. Power. Okay, lights on. That's good. And power. Ooh. It's fired up. It's a different sound. Let's see if it's working. Ooh, it's responding. That's a good sign. I think we're in business. Yeah. Whoa, this thing is so fast. All right, let's go and give it a quick test run before it gets too dark. It's working. Oh boy. Wish I had more daylight. I'm gonna really give this thing a test, but we'll work with what we got. Oh yeah. And we'll be playing with settings later. I also got a bash bar for that. I just remembered I got a bash bar. So I'll have put on lights to it at some point. Really get this thing rocking. Oh, this thing is gonna be so much fun. Let's do a quick little trick here. Whoa! Just kind of glides right off these little jumps here. Maybe not that time. Nice. This thing's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait to upgrade it. There we go. No, I know I can wheelie a lot better, but I'm just a little nervous with the limited room I have in the dark. Oh, there we go. Ooh, there it is. Let's try it again. Oh, hello. Don't just bash, blast. Oh, this thing is heavy. The heaviest truck I have. well. Wow, it's dialed in pretty good too with the stopping. I think he really set this up already really nicely with the settings on this. Stops on a dime. Look at that. He really set this up good for me. Thank you, Christopher John. Big, huge shout out. I can tell already this thing's dialed in really well. Just out of the box, the thing's working really great. I can only imagine how much better once I start playing with it and tinkering and upgrading it. Very, very cool stuff. And here we go, guys. I got to do a little size comparison here. So there they are side by side, the 8S Outcast with the 8S X-Max. Two big monster trucks side by side. These things are beasts. Let's do a little panoramic view here. You guys can see from both sides, different angles. They're really about the same size. I have to say, I think the X-Max is a little taller. Maybe the Outcast is a smidge wider because of the wheelbase. I think it's just a smidge, yeah. It's really kind of hard to tell from that angle, but yeah, I'd say it's a touch wider on this side, a little taller here. But this thing's going to be meant more for tricks and flips. This thing's great for bashing too. Probably the most durable from what I hear. I like to have both. I want this thing because I want to flip it in the air. X-Max is harder to flip. Oh, that's a nice angle. Look at that. Nice shot right there. I think I might make that a photo right there. That's sweet. And I'll show you some other comparisons as well. I'll bring the Notorious next so you can see those two side by side. Big brother and little brother. There's the Arrma Notorious next to the Arrma Outcast. And you can see quite a size difference there as well. Arrma Notorious is a 1/8 scale, and the Arrma Outcast is a 1/5. Now, a massive size difference. My two favorite monster bashers side by side right there. Look at that. Nice. Looking good. And here it is side by side with the Losi Senator Digger, which is a smaller 1/10 scale vehicle. So obviously there's going to be a massive size difference here. You can see here. And the Digger's a pretty big vehicle too, but doesn't even compare in size to the massiveness of this incredibly and awesome Outcast. They definitely look cool together. What's that for a photo? And side by side next to my Losi Laser Nut. Very big difference there. You can see the difference in size. Huge monster difference. Laser Nut is a 1/8 scale and Outcast is 1/5, so big difference there. And now the Arrma Italian next to the Outcast. Arrma Italian EXB is a 1/8 scale next to the 1/5 scale Outcast. Huge difference there too. And here's the Arrma Vendetta next to the 8S Outcast. Vendetta is also a 1/8 scale vehicle, much smaller in comparison. And I didn't want my little 1/10 scale Rustler to feel left out, the little runt of the pack here, but also the vehicle that got me started in the hobby. And you can see the big size comparison here, Rustler being the smallest basher out of my collection of RCs. Well, guys, I think I have a new favorite RC. This thing is outstanding. And thanks again, shout out once more, Christopher John on Facebook Marketplace. Thank you so much for making this a pleasant sale. I love this. So happy. Folks at home, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And again, stay tuned. There's going to be tons of videos on this Outcast. I'm going to be doing a whole series of upgrades. So stay tuned for all the things I do to this thing. We're going to bash the hell out of it. This is just the beginning. All right, if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and smash that notification bell to stay updated on when my next video becomes available. Until then, this is Joe Sorrentino saying thanks for watching. See you on the next one.